Well, here I am. I'm at the RSPCA Peninsula branch. We want to adopt a dog and give a dog a forever home, a loving forever home. I've got my 6-year-old son Finn absolutely loves dogs, and for the whole time we've had nothing but negative attitudes from these people. But nearly every shelter we've visited, we've come across a dog and that tick the boxes. We have a cat at home, and everyone's worried about, they have to cat test them, they have to test them with other dogs and for their suitability, and the whole thing has just been such a negative experience. The people that we've spoken to, it's like they do everything in their power to not adopt a dog. These poor animals, need a loving forever home, for one reason or another, whether they've been abused. Now, this beautiful red cattle dog, his name's Blake, and he is absolutely gorgeous. But for some reason or other, he was what's the word I'm looking for? He was seized by an RSPCA officer from a home where he wasn't being looked after properly. He wasn't being looked, and for one reason or other, they seized him. He's been in a shelter now for nearly 12 months. Now, we went there this morning. We came across Blake. As I said, he's a beautiful dog. He interacted well with my kids. All he wanted to do, he was happy just to get a scratch and a pat. These poor animals are cooped up in a 6x4 bloody cage. 23 out of 24 hours a day. And these people are giving me every fucking excuse why we can't adopt a dog. I can understand that these people have the animal's welfare at heart, but don't you think the animal would be better off in a loving home than cooped up in a fucking shelter somewhere? I understand they've got to do the absolute best to make sure that these animals go to loving homes, and this dog this morning walked straight up to Finn. Finn sat down out the front of his kennel and just patted him and gave him a scratch and gave him some love, and that's all this poor hound wanted. So I've gone back to put in our expression of interest, so to speak. Now I have to wait for the shelter manager to call me tomorrow or whatever they have to do, and we'll go through the motions. But I don't know, it's just been one fucking drama after another with these people. In my day, I grew up with dogs. I had a dog from a very young age, and I believe that every boy should have every kid, especially every boy, should have an animal, should have a dog, to play with. And my 7-year-old Finn, he's a responsible kid. And this dog today did nothing but want to love him, and vice versa. And the woman that we were speaking to just tried to give us every fucking negative, every bullshit negative reason why we couldn't adopt him. So I've gone back and I've decided to go over ahead and go straight to the management of the place. And they're going to cat test him today. Well, what the fuck? You know, in my day and age, like we've had cats and dogs and had cats and dogs together, and they all just seem to get along. So, you know, there's always a little bit of tension when you introduce a new animal to a household, but they soon work it out who's fucking boss. And for anyone who knows our cat Pickles, she's the fucking boss, because she'll have a go at anything. And so I know who's going to wear the pants in the animal kingdom in our household, that's for sure. But no, we have to go through this bullshit with these people, and it's just a fucking never-ending saga, never-ending fucking drama, and it's wearing me down. And honestly, the way I feel about it is like these people they're only volunteers, and don't get me wrong, they do an awesome job. They do a fantastic job. They give up their time to look after these abused and whatever animals, you know. They do a wonderful, wonderful job. But by Christ, get off your God trip. You know, we are a stable family. We have a stable home. We can give this beautiful dog the love and attention that it needs, and give it a loving forever home. But for whatever reason, these people think, oh well, you know, excuse me, he's not good with young children. Well, we've just proved that wrong. All he wanted to do was play with my kids and lay on them and get some love and get his belly scratched. You know, so but they say, but it might be different once you get him out of the cage. Well, we took him out of his pen and they took him round to this shed and let him off the leash so that we could see how he interacted with the kids. And all he did is want to sniff him, lick him to death, and lay all over him. Finn was sitting on the floor, and all Blake wanted to do was, Blake is the dog's name, all he wanted to do was lay all over him, couldn't get enough love off him. Now, if I was that person, and I think this dog's going to make would make a wonderful addition to our household, but unfortunately, it's up to the powers that be to make that decision. And you know, the thing that's going against us is he's never interacted with children before. Well, we've just seen that he interacts with kids no problem. Only have to worry about the cat. Well, the cat will soon sort him out. No problem. The cat will soon sort out the dog. So I honestly don't understand what the drama is or what the hassle is. Honestly, it seems like these people just don't want to, they don't want to rehouse these puppies. And that is sad, you know. I mean, my experience with them so far, and believe me, we've been looking for about 2 months, and the experience I've had with them so far is all they want to do is do their best to talk you out of adopting a dog for whatever bullshit reason. And I swear to God, people, it's really starting to piss me off. You know, I'm just about ready to just give up on the whole idea. My son, my 7-year-old son Finn, has his heart set on a dog. We have a cat, but the cat doesn't want to play with him. We all know what cats are like. They're independent animals. They do what they want to do. And so are dogs to a certain degree. But this dog, all it did is, you know, show my son some love and just wanted to be played with and scratched like every other bloody dog. So for the life of me, can't see what the fucking problem is. But we'll have to wait and see when the shelter manager calls us tomorrow. So we'll just wait and see. And pray that they find it in their hearts to make a little boy really, really happy. Because for nothing, he spoke nothing but about this dog Blake since we got home from the shelter. And it's just been beautiful. And I think my son would give this hound the friend that he needs. But we just have to wait and see. Like everything in life, your fate is in the hands of someone else that you have no fucking control over. So we'll just have to wait and see, put our prayers out there to the universe that they allow Blake to become our dog. So, you know, it's just fucking bullshit. It really is. And yet to buy a dog, even at fucking pet shops, $2,000 for a mongrel breed. It's not even a pure breed, it's just a mutt. And these pet shops want $2 fucking grand. Jesus, it was never this hard when I was a kid to get a fucking dog. I just can't believe it. But anyway, that's the shit you have to go through in this day and age, excuse me. It's just been nothing but one fucking drama after another. The only time we have to look is the weekend when I'm off work, because we need to have the kids with us to see how whatever dog interacts with the kids, because we're getting it for them at the end of the day. The dog is for our kids. So anyway, we just have to wait and see what happens. So anyway, if you like the video, people, hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to click on that little bell and you'll get updates. Take it easy. Have a great weekend. Peace out.